Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Starry Tarot. Good to see you all. My name is Sophie. You can also call me Starry. I am your friendly tarot reader for tonight. I can answer all questions with the exception of medical and legal questions, but you name it, I can answer it. All my donation information can be found at the top of the chat and in the body of the information on the video. I also offer mediumship readings, past life readings, soulmate readings. I have a traditional romance spread that I do that includes their thoughts, their feelings, and their intentions towards you. I am also a professional astrologer and have a vast knowledge in that as well. So if you are returning here, we don't have too many people in right now, but if you're returning here, welcome back. And if you are new, welcome to the channel and thank you for your subscription. And if you are watching this live stream, please be so kind and remember to click the like button. It really helps me out. I'm going to summon my dutiful AI moderator, Mr. Nightbot. I am also still offering 2025 readings. They are $25.25. They consist of 24 cards, 2 cards for each month of this year, just to give you a comprehensive forecast as to what you can look forward to and anticipate as the new year progresses. And today I am using my lovely Pride Tarot deck. It is a collaborative tarot deck that features 45 different artists all around the globe. And we've got some new little thingies. I don't know if half of them are visible, but I've got some new crystals out tonight. Beautiful little candle that my mama got me featuring the moon card, this beautiful pentacle, I should say. I was thinking about lighting it, but I'm going to save it for a special. Ooh, it smells really nice too. Well, hello, Morgan. How are you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you and Happy New Year to you. How are you doing? Oh, that's what I meant to do. Yeah, so I was just talking about my 2025 reading that I am still offering. I'll be offering it until about mid-month. And I offer it every year. It's just a very comprehensive view on the upcoming year. It's 24 cards, 2 cards for each month. Thank you. That's wonderful to hear. That is great to hear. Yeah, good energies starting this new year. I feel like there's a lot of good things coming to all of us, and I'm very optimistic about it for sure. So today is the 5th. Okay, so I was looking it up last night. When is the next full moon? That will be happening on the 15th of this month. The moon was really, really beautiful about 2 nights ago. I want to say Thursday night. Was it Friday night? I think it was Thursday night, but it was like that Cheshire Cat smile kind of moon, that crescent, beautiful crescent moon. And it looked very thin, so I was surprised to hear that it would be full by the 15th, but surprises abound. Thank you so much, Morgan, for your donation, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you wanted to do the 2025 reading one? Did you, oh, thank you so much. I just got your other donation. Thank you so much, love. So did you want to do were you interested in the 2025 and I was going to say in the past life? Absolutely. Yeah. Let's do that. All right. Wonderful. Okay, so let's get started with the year to come. And I hope I have enough room on I usually don't have enough room on my table here, but I make it happen. I make it work. So let's get started with that, love. And please remind me, what is your sign again? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Please illustrate what Morgan's 2025 is going to look like. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Morgan anticipate and look forward to in 2025? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Morgan anticipate and look forward to in 2025? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Morgan anticipate and look forward to in 2025? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Morgan anticipate and look forward to in 2025? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, Gemini, Sun, Pisces, Moon, and Scorpio rising. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Morgan anticipate and look forward to in 2025? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Morgan look forward to and anticipate in 2025? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Morgan anticipate for 2025? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Morgan anticipate for 2025? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Morgan anticipate for 2025? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Morgan anticipate for 2025? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Morgan anticipate for 2025? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what can Morgan anticipate for 2025? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please illustrate what 2025 will be like for Morgan. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please illustrate what 2025 will be like for Morgan. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what can Morgan look forward to and anticipate in 2025? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what can Morgan expect to look forward to and see in 2025? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what will Morgan's 2025 be like? What will the energies feel like? What can she anticipate? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please illustrate what Morgan's 2025 will look like. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what will Morgan's 2025 look like? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what will Morgan's 2025 look like? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what will Morgan's 2025 look like? So this. Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what will Morgan's 2025 look like? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what will Morgan's 2025 Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what will Morgan's 2025 look like? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what can Morgan look forward to and anticipate? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what can Morgan look forward to and anticipate in 2025? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, what can Morgan anticipate for 2025? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, please illustrate what Morgan can look forward to in 2025. Okie dokie. Just give me 1 second here. All right, Morgan. So this is what we are looking at for January. We have the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. For February, we have 10 of Swords and 4 of Cups. For March, we have Queen of Cups reversed and the Lovers reversed. For April, we have the Fool and 7 of Wands. For May, we have 7 of Swords. I've been seeing that for a lot of people this year, 7 of Swords and 8 of Swords. Interesting. For June, see the 9 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles reversed. For July, we have the 9 of Swords reversed and the Sun reversed. For August, we have 5 of Wands reversed and the World. Ooh, I like that. For September, we have the Star reversed and Ace of Cups reversed. For October, we have the Moon reversed and Ace of Wands reversed. For November, we have 10 of Wands and 5 of Pentacles. December, we have 5 of Swords reversed and Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay, lots of ups and downs, which is, I don't think I've ever given, I give these readings every year. I always offer them at the end of every year and the beginning of every new year. And I was talking about this last night. I don't think I've ever done a New Year's reading for anybody that was all good or all bad. It's always ups and downs, and that makes sense because that's what life is. That's just what life is. It's ups and downs. Let's start, and of course I'm going to go through every single card with you every single month, and of course we're going to start with the month January, which we are already settled in. Not, I wouldn't say, I don't know if we're settled into it, but we are already in January. We have both the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. We've definitely got a mix of some good and bad. What I'm getting a sense of here is that there, with this Tower card, if there hasn't already been some type of heavy abruption occur in your life since this month has started, if it hasn't happened already, I do think there is a Tower moment of some type coming towards you this month. Now, what's important to keep in mind, Morgan, is that Tower moments are not necessarily bad moments. They are indicative of upheaval, of sudden change. They can be indicative of destruction or chaos or disaster. But when I see it right next to the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower here is much more, to me, about changes, about a sudden change. You did terribly on a job interview a few days ago. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, love. So you're on a job search right now? That tells me that you're probably going to find a job this month, Morgan. This, because I was even thinking that too with this Wheel of Fortune. There's this, like in the Tower, there's a big change coming into your life this month. And like I said, the energy I'm getting from this Tower card is not of a negative type. I'm not getting negative energies from it. I am getting a very sudden change. So if you're on a job hunt right now, I do believe you're going to get another interview before the month ends. And I think you're going to slay the interview. Yeah, I think you're going to slay the interview because I don't know how long you've been looking for a job, but looking for a job is work in and of itself, right? And I've always said that. And the more you're not going to ace every interview, and you know that, I mean, so don't feel bad or I hope you don't feel terrible about that at all. It's just practice. If you don't do well on one interview, on to the next one, that now, you can analyze what you may have not wanted to have said or accidentally said that you didn't want to say and maybe not say it the next time or whatever the case may have been that made you feel like it was terrible. You can really analyze the situation and change things with this Wheel of Fortune card and turn it around. So, the message I was getting too is that whatever you did experience, like, and I did get a message that you had experienced something that kind of shook you a little bit this year, that there's going to be value in whatever that was. And that to me is kind of like what I was just explaining, like how each interview is practice and each opportunity is practice and we get better and better and better with the more time and energy and practice that we put into anything, For the month of February, we have the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. I really do feel like you're going to find a new job. The energy I'm getting for January, February, March, I'm going to say is not just heavy, but it's the energy of what I tend to see, sadly, not for everyone, but for some people when they do start a new job or career, feelings of not knowing where you stand or feeling like maybe imposter syndrome or that you're not as good as other people around you, or maybe you're in the dark about where you even stand at your work. But I do see the month of February being rather heavy energies with this 10 of Swords and 4 of Cups. I don't know if you're in a relationship right now, or if you're in a situationship or some kind of romantic situation of some type, but we also have to take into consideration what month we're looking at here. I don't know how you feel about Valentine's Day, but whether I'm single or not, I don't like Valentine's Day. I mean, I do because I love love and I love romance, but even when I'm single, I feel like crap. when I'm with someone, I'm often disappointed. And I usually put in more than they give to me. And then that warps the whole thing of what love and romance should be. It shouldn't be a competition, and it shouldn't be like comparing ourselves to other people, which I used to do. You know, I'd see other people having great Valentine's days and me not, and it's like, nah, like every day should be a day to express love and romance to someone, and even better when it's not expected. You know, if it's just to be expected. Yeah, and I do feel some Valentine's Day blues here, girl, in February with this Four of Cups. That is definitely like feeling like just bummed. Like the Four of Cups energy is just feeling bummed. And it's okay to feel bummed sometimes or disappointed. But the traditional artwork of the Four of Cups that I always like to remind people is that it's somebody sitting under a tree looking down at three empty cups. But if they were to just look up, they would see that they have a full cup being presented to them, like right now. You probably know what the cards look like, but I'm just describing. And with that description, I'm just trying to convey, like, focus on the fact that you do very much have wonderful things in your life. People who love you, people who care about you, people who you've got your health, you've got people around you are you're surrounded by people who do love you, and you may not be in that romantic connection that you want to be in right now in the month of February, but it doesn't mean that it's not coming towards you. Okay. For the month of March, we have the Queen of Cups reversed and the Lovers reversed. I want some clarity on this because I'm not so sure. Like, I feel again like this might have to do with a new job position. Yeah, I'm getting feelings of insecurity, hun. Feelings of fragility, and not I don't see I do see you finding a new job, and I see you finding a new job. I feel like you're going to find a new job so long as you continue to actively look and put in the work. I do see you successfully finding a new job at the beginning of this year, like within the next couple of months, but if not sooner. But I also see you unfortunately feeling, feelings of insecurity. They're not overworking you yet. I'll get to that because I do see some energy of being overworked. I don't see them doing that at the beginning. What I see them doing at the beginning, this new job, is what I see a lot of jobs do, is they don't give feedback. And if you and we need that feedback as workers. And I wouldn't be afraid to ask for feedback if I always encourage people to speak up and just ask, like, hey, like, would it be possible for me to get a review of some type, to see where I'm at here, because I really care about this job and I just really want to know how well I'm doing, and where I can improve, and where I can focus on my and what strengths I can focus on here. And I see that also too with the Lovers reversed. And I also see you possibly having some kind of work crush as well. A new person at work that you are enamored with, and you feel very much in the dark with that person. Person who needs feedback to see how I'm doing so I can get better. Absolutely, we all do, we all do. And this is what pisses me off so much about so many jobs. So many of my clients, so many people I read for, and friends of mine come to me and they'll have just started a new job. I'll ask them, hey, how's your new job going? They'll be like, I like it, but I don't know where I stand. Like, my superiors don't tell me what I'm doing, how I'm doing, or how I can do better, or I just don't know where I stand. They're totally silent. And what I always tell people is, most of the time, sadly, if your superiors are silent and you've just started a new job, it means that you're doing everything right. And that it shouldn't be that way. If you're doing everything right, they should tell you. They shouldn't just, but normally a lot of jobs will only talk to you when you've done something wrong. And that's just not the way it should be, because then you're just in the dark, and you need to know, what we all do as people. And I kind of see that energy with this job, and it's not a bad job. It's a good opportunity for you. But I also wouldn't be afraid to, it's easier said than done, I know. I would also advise you, if you do find yourself in that kind of a situation, I also advise you to, speak up, and I've done it before in the past. I've requested reviews, like when I've really been concerned about where I stand at a job, and not because they've said that I've done anything wrong, or I feel like I've done anything wrong, but just because I'm not hearing any feedback. My very first job, we had a yearly review. No, my second job, we would have a yearly review. I worked at Barnes and Noble, and it was very, very helpful. And since then, I've never had a job. Well, I've had other jobs that do, but not all of them do. And like, if a job doesn't give a yearly review, or like, if I've just started and I have no idea where I stand, like I think it's important to just ask where you're at, and oftentimes I think they actually would be happy to tell you. Sometimes I think they're fearful of telling new employees that they're doing well, because they think that they'll want to slack off, which is just like really reverse psychology and not healthy and a little toxic. And I do feel like there's a little bit of that here. But I think that so long as you just make your intentions clear, that you just want to do as well as you can and know where you stand, then I think you should get some good feedback. Now, the month of April looks great. I'm really liking the energies for the month of April, and I like how they feel. I like how they look. We've got the Fool, and we've got the Seven of Wands. This is where I see you. I see a couple of things here. I see you feeling more confident at your workplace, feeling more confident within yourself in general, and just in general, like just feeling confident as you, Miss Morgan, feeling confident as a worker, feeling confident as a young woman. You are just feeling stable, and like this is a really good time for you, the month of April. I also see you possibly taking a vacation. I don't know if you plan on traveling at all this year, but I see you travel. I see travel coming twice. I'll get to that later, but I that's something I definitely noticed when I first turned the cards, was I saw travel twice. But I think that's highly possible, for the month of April, going on some kind of spring trip, possibly with friends or family. Yeah, absolutely. And I see you like having that ability to travel. Like you have like having the time, and having the money, and having the energy and the desire, to travel, the ability to travel. Yeah, yeah, like definitely an opportunity to travel. And Spirit is definitely saying, like, yeah, take that opportunity when it comes. Um, for the month of May, we have, and I think I told you this earlier, the Seven of Swords has come up in almost and I've done quite a few of these 2025 readings for quite a few people, and the Seven of Swords comes up for almost every single person. And I think that's just a general warning, I feel, and what I'm hearing. It's a general warning for us to not, I think a lot of us, as and by us I mean the collective, right? And predominantly women, but really the collective. I think a lot of us, and I can't speak for everyone, but I do think a lot of us believe a lot of what we hear. We take a lot of, as much as we, do have our doubts about some things that people say, and I think some people are really, really good at seeming as though they're very forthright, honest people, but they're really, really concealing quite a bit. And this could be, and I feel like this is a new person in your life. Like this could be a new coworker or a new friend. But definitely it's someone new. It's someone you're getting to know. And this is for the month of May. Okay. But someone who you're going to get to know at the beginning of this year. I don't feel like I know they're not completely forthright with you. So Spirit is just saying, like, especially with not just with one person, but with like all new people, do know that some people can be very, very good liars, as I'm sure you're aware of. You're a smart woman. And especially if we have fond affections for them, whether they be romantic or not, we can sometimes just really take things at face value, because we feel that we can trust people, but a lot of people can be really blinded. And I'm seeing this. We have both the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Swords right next to it, 7, 8. And this is the Eight of Swords is being blinded and not being able to see the truth in something. So be very, very mindful of that. So new friend may be lying about something. Yeah, a new friend or a new coworker, someone new in your life. There's going to be, if you're finding a new job, I sincerely feel like you're going to get a new job very soon, girl. And if that's going to happen, there's going to be a lot of new people in your life, new coworkers, new friends. And just know that until you've really known them for at least a year, and even then it's still tricky, it's not that they're just take what they say with a grain of salt. That there might be certain, and it might not even be like things that would hurt you or damage you, like lies that would damage you or be at any cost to be at any effect to you, but they might just be BSing or trying to seem cool. It could be something like that, but just the message I'm getting is like to just take things at face value, or not at face value, to take them with a grain of salt. And to just bear in mind that not everyone is transparent, which we know, but it is a harsh reality. But karma will come to them, when we're not transparent with people. For the month of June, we have the Knight of Cups and the Six of Pentacles reversed. This seems like a very up and down month, but it also feels very, feels like there's some romantic energies in the month of June. And I've seen that for a lot of people too. June is quite a lovely month for blossoming romances. I think, it's that, it's in the air, I feel, in June, but I do feel like you're going to meet someone very special in the month of June with this Nine of Cups, who's really going to really make a mark on you, and you're going to really like them. But again, and that's your birth month. Oh, wonderful. We love that. That's wonderful. But again, with the message of taking things with a grain of salt, taking things slowly. With the Six of Pentacles reversed, it's important. I see this card a lot when it comes to new romances, and it's a card of reciprocation and balance, and it's also a card of being mindful of that balance, and that you're not giving more than the other person is. It's not about taking tabs or keeping a score. But just being mindful of the energies you're putting in and the energies that they're putting in, and taking things slowly. Taking things slowly is a big one, because it's hard to even know that for sure until time has passed, because that's what getting to know someone is all about, is taking that time to get to know them. For the month of July, we have the Nine of Swords reversed and the Sun reversed. July, I feel like you're going to be taking some time off, which is interesting, because I also see you taking time off in the month of August as well. I see you traveling in the month of August, but this could be like a weekend trip or something here. But I do see you really like taking some time off, like, I don't know, like a week or two or something, to really rest and recuperate in the month of July with this Nine of Swords reversed. I see it being a, like, I don't see like travel in the month of July. But I do think that you'll have the opportunity to take time off. You'll have the resources to take a little bit of time off and take a breather and really like relax and yeah, like recuperate and rejuvenate yourself. Like maybe even go into nature if that's something that restores you and rebalances you. And then for the month of August, yeah, I'm seeing some travel here with this Five of Wands reversed and the World. So what's possibly happening here is you might be taking like the last week of July off and the first week of August off. And you might take like 1 week to just like rest and rejuvenate and recoup. But I do see you traveling in the month of August. And rejuvenating at the same time. Five of Wands reversed, Nine of Swords reversed are very similar energies that I'm reading here in like decompressing, getting back in touch with yourself, getting getting the rest that you need and recuperating and just getting into balance with yourself. You know, you're a Gemini, so I believe you said you were a Gemini, and it's very being a Gemini moon. It's very important to have that balance restored. Being the twins, you know, there's that Castor and Pollux varied energies, and it's important to take time and having and it's nice because you will have the opportunity to take the time off to help restore them. For the month of September, I'm going to be honest, the end of this year, energies are starting to get a little heavy. And it could just be the nature of things progressing at your work. But for the month of September, or the come down of like coming back from a trip, but for the month of September, I see the Star reversed and the Ace of Cups reversed. That is very much giving me energies of feeling a lack of inspiration, feeling a lack of motivation, lack of enthusiasm, pessimism about work, and that very well just could be like the return from taking some time off. Yeah, they're very similar in energy. These cards, yeah, feeling unmotivated or bored within one's job, just feeling kind of blocked there. So September might be a little rough here. And then October, we have the Moon reversed and the Ace of Wands reversed. This concerns me. I feel like something may be coming to a close. You may end up, you may very well, if a relationship doesn't start and come to a close, it may just be this new job, hun. Because we've got two aces reversed here, and it may be like by the month of October, you find another opportunity, and it's something that this new job you find is just not the right fit for you, but you gave it your best shot and you did your best. But at the end of the day, you still felt like you were I still see you feeling like you're in the dark with the Moon reversed here. And with the Ace of Wands reversed, this to me feels like you putting a stop to it, like quitting your job. And I say that as well because for the month of November, we have the Ten of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands being hardships, burdens, Five of Pentacles being a loss, either being kicked out of somewhere or leaving on your own volition. Excuse me, in this case, I feel like you'd be leaving on your own volition here. But Spirit and Spirit is agreeing with me, but they're also reminding me to tell you that if you do really feel this feel strongly compelled to that this is just not the right fit for you, make sure you do have another opportunity lined up in place. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I hope so too. Because I do, well, because here's the deal. I do see you in the month of December actually getting to a place of actually feeling overworked with this Queen of Pentacles reversed and Five of Swords reversed. So I do think, I do believe, yeah, another opportunity is going to arise. I think the work is going to be more challenging. But ultimately, I also feel like you are going to crave that challenge, and it won't have the mystique that this job that I'm seeing this year has. But I feel like to be honest, I feel like there's going to be 2 new jobs coming up over this year, and I feel like there's going to be a love interest as well. And 2 travel opportunities. So very much an adventurous and interesting year, and one that I think is going to be a really great learning curve for you. Like all these opportunities, they're not wasted time. They're not wasted time. They're all opportunities to learn. You know, even if a job doesn't end up being your dream job, that you can then identify what the job you don't want looks like, and what's something you would prefer to see, like the things you would prefer to see in the job that you actually would ideally want to see. It just helps narrow down your, I feel like those experiences only help narrow down your dreams and your visions for what you want to see manifest. And yeah, it's all learning experiences. Totally. Yeah. It's all practice, and practice makes perfect. Yeah, absolutely. That's totally the way to see it. Yeah. Well, cheers to that. Cheers to that. Sounds like it's going to be a very, very interesting year. Yeah. Right on. Okay, and so now you would like to do a past life reading. Okay. All right. Just give me 1 second here. Yay! Past life readings are so much fun. They are very, very interesting. I've never had a dull past life reading. So let's get right on into this. Okay. And let me just quickly update this. All right. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please illustrate a past life Morgan has had that is most relevant to her journey in this life. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please illustrate one of Morgan's past lives that is most relevant, that you feel is most relevant for her to hear. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe one of Morgan's past lives that you feel is most relevant for her to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe one of Morgan's past lives that you feel is most relevant for her to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe one of Morgan's past lives that you feel is most relevant for her to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe one of Morgan's past lives that you feel is most relevant for her to hear this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe one of Morgan's past lives that you feel is most relevant for her to hear this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe one of Morgan's past lives that you feel is most relevant for her to hear this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe one of Morgan's past lives that you feel is most relevant for her to hear this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe one of Morgan's past lives that you feel is most relevant for her to hear this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe one of Morgan's past lives that you feel is most relevant for her to hear this time. Hi, Alina. All right, thank you so much. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe one of Morgan's past lives that you feel is most relevant for her to hear this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe one of Morgan's past lives that you feel is most relevant for her to hear this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe one of Morgan's past lives that you feel is most relevant for her to hear this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please describe one of Morgan's past lives that you feel is most relevant for her to hear this time. Thank you. The Hanged Man, the High Priestess, Five of Pentacles, the Tower reversed, Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles reversed, and Nine of Cups reversed. Okay. Thank you very, very much for your donation, Alina. Let me quickly add you to the list. Well, I am getting my visions here. So the first thing that I'm getting here, Morgan, is that in this past life, you were a woman. Okay? We live lives, I don't know if you're, at least, this isn't gospel, this is my belief, this is what I've been told by my spirit guides. So of course I believe that it's gospel truth, but this is what I've been told, is that we live lives as different genders. So you've been, undoubtedly you have lived as a man in a past life. It's a way for us to understand the other gender better. And those of us who are more sympathetic, like there are men who are very, very in touch with their divine feminine and very understanding of women. And then there are men who are totally not. Vice versa, there's a lot of women who are really not in touch with their divine feminine, and don't have a lot of sympathy, and don't have a lot of like sympathy or understanding for the masculine experience. And I've always been told and believed that that's just a matter of them being new souls and not having and only have lived one gender, because that is a possibility. But you're an old soul, you've lived quite a few lives, but in this life, which wasn't actually too long ago, it was within this century, it was at the earlier part of this century, like 1910s, 1920s. And you were a woman, and you were a woman who was very distinguished. Well, a lot of women couldn't well, a lot of women didn't work back then. A lot of women worked only if they had to. Um, and a lot of women did have to. But if they didn't have to, if they came from money, or if they were married to someone who could take care of them, then even if they wanted to work, they couldn't. Um, and you had a very, as you do now, you had a very, very sharp mind on you. And you did want to work. You wanted to express yourself through the arts. There was something that you, I believe you were a painter of some type, or a dancer. But there you could have been both, actually, but I definitely get the sense that you're very active in the arts, and you wanted to be like a dance teacher, or a painting teacher, and your husband was opposed to it, and you felt very, very trapped by this, and you felt that there were a lot of opportunities that were robbed from you, which, societally speaking, like, if we're talking, and we are talking 1910s, 1920s, when you were in the prime of your life, then, and if I feel like this was in Latin America, like South America or Central America. That's crazy. I've always wanted to dance, and now I'm into photography. Oh, you're into photography? That is so cool. So am I, girl. I love that. I love that. Do you do film or digital, or both? I go back and forth. That's really, really cool. So it's in you. Yeah, that's totally in you. And yeah, it was repressed, in that lifetime. And yeah, it had a lot to do with society. It had a lot to do with the time you were in, it had a lot to do with the family that you had, your husband. But you came from a very, like, established family, so you always like, growing up as a little girl, you always believed that you would be able to, like, move. I think, like, you wanted to move to Paris or Italy. You wanted to move to Europe, and you wanted to, like, teach art there. And you went to college too. And not a lot of women were educated at that time, but you were able to go to school. You went to a women's school. They didn't have co-ed schools then, but yeah, you went to a women's school, I believe, abroad. And yeah, you had so many dreams that sadly never came to fruition. This Nine of Cups reverse, like, you had all this desire and fire within you. And once you graduated college and came back home and got married quite shortly thereafter, it was like it all just, like, went away. Like, your life completely changed. And you did enjoy your life. You did have an enjoyable life, because you lived very comfortably. You were still able to dance. Your husband was loving towards you, despite the fact that he didn't want you out working. You did feel love from him, and you had a beautiful family together. I've heard before and been asked if I'm from Latin America, because other readers have felt that, I guess. I'm not sure how to word it. How interesting. Oh, are you, and do you not have any Latin American ethnicity in you? That's so interesting that other readers have said that. And yeah, you were definitely Latin American. Like I said, I'm not sure if we're talking South American or Central American here, but definitely Latin American in this life. Like, I'm seeing, like, beautiful, beautiful, like adobe houses, and like the scenery. It's very warm, and and you really loved where you lived. Not that I know of. I'm white, Native American, and Black. Okay. Oh wow, that's white, Native American, Black. You got to be a stunner, girl, no doubt. I'm sure you're absolutely beautiful. Yeah, this Hangman and the Nine of Pentacles, you definitely had. You felt loved. You did feel loved. There were times when, of course, you did feel resentful. But it wasn't so much to your husband as it was just towards the world and society, holding you back. But you did live a good life. You guys traveled a lot, you and your family. You saw the world, with this Hanged Man. You had a really, really wonderful concept of the world and humanity in general, because you had the privilege of being able to see so much in that lifetime, and were educated and such. But yeah, you did ultimately feel bound with this Eight of Swords, and you felt that what you were intuitively meant to do, which was to create art, you also were meant to be a mother, and that's nothing you resented at all. You loved being a mother, but you felt that you could do both. And you knew you could do both because you had the resources, you had help taking care of your children. Like, you guys had help in the home for sure. But you were very much a hands-on mother at the same time. You just had a lot of gusto, and I'm sure you have a lot of gusto in this life too, but you were fiery, tons of energy. I don't know if you drink a lot of coffee or what, but you were full of beans, girl. Like, you just had so much gusto. And I'm seeing that with this Eight of Wands here. There's this fiery, fast moving energy. And yeah, it's like you had a love letter that you wanted to write to the world through your art, and you felt like you didn't feel like you weren't able to write it, but you weren't. You weren't able to master your art the way you wanted to. You weren't able to create all of the pieces you wanted to create, and gain the traction you wanted to with them. And you ultimately felt, despite being as wealthy as you were, you did feel a deficit within you. You did feel a lack, like an emotional sense of poverty, if that makes sense. Like, there was always this empty space. You had a great life. Like, to me, I'm surprised we're not seeing the Four of Cups here. It's very much Four Cups energy, where it's like you had a full ass cup, but there were a few empty cups there. We can't deny, but you did focus a little bit more on the empty cups than you should have on the full cup that you had, which was this richly wonderful life, and rich in not just money, but in all the things that you were able to do, and you were never left wanting for anything in terms of physical or emotional support. You always had that. You were always provided with that, with your family, your extended family, and your loved ones, your children and your husband. But it always, and you lived a very long life too. This is also a very long life. But until the day you died, you did harbor resentment about it. You did harbor some resentment, and vowed, like, like, if you ever come back, like, you're gonna take those journeys. You're going to express that creativity that's inherently within you. That's sort of how I feel now, to be honest. I want to pursue photography, but it's hard to succeed in that career. Honestly, I feel unsure what to pursue now. It is. I can't lie. I've been in photography for. I do modeling and photography, and my roommate's a photographer. He's one of my best friends. I have a lot of really good friends who are photographers, and some of them are very successful. Some are not. Some really just do it for the pure joy of creating art, and I think that's something that's really, really important to consider, Morgan. Is it may not pay the bills. Like, art doesn't often pay the bills. Sometimes it does, and when it does, that's the luckiest, most, like, blissful thing in the world. But it may just be something. I think, I sincerely feel like it's something, and this is why Spirit is illustrating this life, is because they want you to hear this. I feel like I know they want you to pursue photography, but if it's for the sense of it being a career, I wouldn't get into photography. I wouldn't I wouldn't do it for that sake. I would do it for the sake of the love of photography, and allowing it to grow from there. And possibly taking classes, reading books, like just learning as much about it as you can, studying as much about it as you can. The best the best way for me to study photography personally is I do a lot of self-portraiture, and my biggest inspirations are going to art museums and studying and discovering new photographers and their work and getting a new vision of things, and art for art's sake is what I hear your guides saying. Is like, if you've got that creative, and I know you do have that creative spark within you, and it was repressed in that last life, even if it's not going to pay the bills in this life, it's still going to provide you with so much joy and value. And I'm sort of interested in anything else. Oh yeah, you wouldn't be interested in doing photography just for the sake of the love of photography, like as a hobby? Would it only be for career? Because that's really tough. Because anything in the arts has got to start as a hobby, really. Like, for instance, I know a very, very successful photographer. He's 21. He lives in Paris. He didn't come for money or anything. He always kind of, and I don't call this bragging, but he always, his like catchphrase is, "I am a butcher's son. I'm the son of a butcher." Um, you're interested in other careers. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, and absolutely. Yeah. Oh, you're uninterested in other careers. Gotcha. Well, you can always find something that's within, maybe like working at like a camera boutique store. Like, I don't know if you're into like Leica cameras, but they have great boutiques. And you could certainly learn a lot working there too, or like working at like a supply store or something like that. Um, there's definitely different ways to get into photography that could help. I feel like they'd be more side hustles, but it's definitely not impossible. But I do feel like if you started getting into photography just for photography's sake, girl, I feel like that's when things start leading in the direction of, like, then you start, people see your photography and you start networking with other folks, and you'll find a gig here, like, maybe photographing someone's baby or whatever the case may be. I don't know what kind of photography you do, but I feel like it'll grow upon itself, just as so long as you start, if you haven't started already, and continue forth, because I think that's very, very important to your guides, that you are able to express yourself in this life the way you want to, because you didn't have that in that last life, and you still have that gift, so I say go forth, love, and they say go forth, just and even if it's just for the pure joy of it, I think it's a really good thing for you. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Morgan. I really, really appreciate you, love, and I hope I brought you some interesting clarity and perspectives there. And yeah, I fully support you in your artistic journey, your career journey, your journey in love, your whole journey, your whole life's journey. I support. You're on the right path here, for sure. You are so very welcome. Thank you, love. I really appreciate you. And yeah, no, this is going to be a good year. I feel good year for you. All right. Alina Purple, thank you so much for your donation. Alina, did you want a 10 card reading, or were you interested in 2 5-card readings? Of course, Alina. Of course. Thank you for being here. You donated 1414, which is 10 cards. So you can either do a 10 card, one question reading, or we can do two 5 card readings. What would you like, love? I don't know if you remember me, I asked about Wally. Can we do the type of reading we did last time? I remember your name, and I remember the name Wally. I don't remember the entire circumstance, but I'm going to guess that we probably did the romance spread, love, where I do his thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you. Was that what I did? You got it. And what is your sign, and what is Wally's sign? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Alita? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Alita? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Alina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Alina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Alina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Alina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Alina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Alina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Alina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Alina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Alina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Alina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Alina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Alina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Alina? Oh, you go by Amira. Okay, I wish you had told me that earlier, hun. I've got to redo this. Because I've got to get your name and not your nickname. Or your, like, I didn't realize that was your YouTube name. Okay, so that's going to be incorrect. Okay, Amira and Wally, and you are a Cancer, and he is an Aquarius. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Amira? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Amira? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Amira? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Amira? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Amira? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Amira? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Amira? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Amira? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Amira? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Amira? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Amira? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards Amira? Each semester in spirit guides, what are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards the new year? Each semester in spirit guides, what are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards the new year? Each semester in spirit guides, what are Wally's current thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards the new year? Okie dokie. Yeah, something about the cards was feeling like weird when I was shuffling them. Like they were kind of coming out strangely in my hands. I was like, something feels off here. So I'm glad we redid that. Okay. We have Two of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Three of Wands reversed, Six of Swords, the Magician reversed, Four of Cups reversed, Nine of Pentacles reversed, King of Cups reversed, Temperance, and Ace of Pentacles reversed. Tell me, Amira, are the two of you currently in communication right now? Can you just tell me if you guys are in communication? And you guys are not, are you guys aren't together, are you? He's an ex of yours? I just need to know the communication, and then we can move forward. So there's quite a bit here to unpack. You last talked yesterday, okay. And you did, oh, okay, we last talked yesterday and I didn't respond to him. And, okay, and you're not together. So, okay, so he reached out to you yesterday, but you didn't respond to him? Okay. But he is trying to communicate with you? Okay. So let's start with your general energies. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Cups reversed. I feel like, I don't know how long this has been going on for, but I know it was a little while. I feel like it's been going on for a little while because I know that I read for you. You reminded me that I read for you in the past. And I believe that was almost a year ago or so. Maybe a little sooner than that. But I feel like you feel like this is a juggling act. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I get the sense that you get feelings of hot and cold from him. Like one day you'll feel like he's into you and wants something. We were in the middle of talking and I just decided to stop. Oh, okay, so you were, and okay, I got you. Okay, so you actually were in the middle of talking and you just decided to stop talking to him. Okay. Yeah, I feel like, you feel like this is like a juggling act, and it's in the sense that you get a lot of hot, cold energies from him, and if you're not getting hot and cold energies from him, I'll tell you I am. It's up and down here with him. He's very much all over the place, and I feel like you are perhaps feeling as though you and I talked, Red. It was a couple of days ago? Really? How am I not remembering that? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so interesting. Okay. I'm so sorry. So this is just a couple of days ago. Okay. How long has this been going on with you and Wally? Because there's this Four of Cups reversed energy as well, which is definitely not feeling satisfied. But also feeling like you do have some optimism, I feel. I do feel like you do have some optimism for this connection, despite not seeing the results that you, or hearing the things that you want to hear and seeing the things you want to see from him at this time. I do feel like there is a possible recent resurgence of optimism, but there still are those moments with this Two of Pentacles where things can swing the other way. In terms of energies that you pick up, or possibly even like communicative rhythms between the two of you. His general energies towards you right now, we have the Magician reversed and the Ace of Pentacles reversed. This is concerning for me. This tells me that he's not in a great place right now when it comes to being able for him to juggle love into his life. As much as I do believe that he does have a cup of love for you, and I'll get to that in a moment, I feel like there's a lack, well, as RuPaul says, if you don't love yourself, how are you supposed to love anybody else? And I think there's a lot of, there's no, I don't want to say he doesn't love himself at all, but there's a lot of lack of self-love with him. And I mean, this is just a personal anecdote, but I've definitely encountered that with people I've wanted to date. And I just had to come to the realization that, like, damn, like, they really don't love themselves. So how could I expect them to love anybody else, you know? But it doesn't mean that he doesn't love you or have love for you, but it's in terms of expressing it, you know, in terms of being able to express that. Yeah, he's not doing very well emotionally right now. He's definitely not in an emotionally stable place at this time. He does think that you are wonderful, and he definitely, like, has stars in his eyes when he looks at you and thinks of you. Yes, he does. And I'll get to that in a moment. He definitely has a cup of love for you. But when it comes to his ability to provide you with that love and give you the energy and emotions and time that you need, I feel like he thinks that he's incapable of being the man that you deserve and being the man that he wants to be towards you. In terms of his feelings, yeah, we've got this Knight of Cups, we've got this King of Cups, but this King of Cups is reversed. Yes, he does have feelings for you, but I feel that he's also in such a place of imbalance in his mental stability that he's doing either one of two things. He's either trying to deny his feelings for you, or he's actually, I do think that is part of it. I think there are some days where he tries his very best to deny his feelings for you. And then there are some days with this Three of Wands reversed. Hi, Deb. There are some days with this Three of Wands reversed where he feels that with time, not only will he rebalance and get better, but but you'll also be waiting for him. You said he was trying to deny his feelings last reading, by the way. I did? Okay, yeah. I really do feel that love. I really do. And I see it furthermore, because I see the feelings for you. Yet I also see him, like, actively trying to walk away from them. Which I mean, good luck, man. Good luck. He's going to have a hard time doing that. And he is having a hard time doing that. That's why I think there's this hot, cold energy. He'll maybe feel like he can do it for a day, and then that only lasts so long. And he realizes that the feelings are real. And you can't deny what's really there. In terms of his intentions, we have the Six of Swords with Temperance. Again, this back and forth. On one hand, he does want to walk away and deny these feelings because he feels like he can't be, at least at this time, he can't be the man he wants to be for you, the man that you deserve. Yet he still has these feelings for you. With this Temperance card, he can't keep away from you, I feel. He'll keep away from you for so long. Yesterday he told me he didn't like me anymore. Oh, he's full of crap. I mean, first of all, that's a very strong thing to say. I will say that even when people have not liked me anymore, when the truth of the matter has been that they didn't like me, they would be too afraid to tell me. I feel like that's his own denial. I think that's his own denial, hun, because this cup of love still pours. Within it still flows within him. I honestly wish that, like, in my life, people have just been forthright with me and been like, hey, you know what? This is why I'm so hot and cold, because I don't like you. I wish. But you know what? When people really do know that someone has strong feelings for them and they don't have feelings for them, you know how that is one of the hardest things to actually admit? And this man is not a strong man. So he's going the cowardly route. Normally, I would say, honestly, Amira, if someone were to just tell me that story, I'd be like, well, maybe that's just the case. But looking into these energies, like, I would confirm if I felt that he was over it. I would confirm. I would say, girl, like, he's moved on. I'm sorry. I don't know how often you watch my channel or how many readings you've gotten from me, but I'm very forthright. I'll just tell you what I see, and I'm not trying to give you false hope here either, because I just don't, he really is, on one hand, really waiting for you to have patience for him. And, that's not really fair to you. On one hand, you can't wait around forever. We don't know how long it's going to take for him and is he actively trying to heal? Is he in therapy? Because I feel like he's very aware that he's not well mentally, but is he doing anything about it? And if he's not doing anything about it, then I think he's going to continue. I think if he doesn't do anything about it, he's going to continue with this negative cycle of trying to, like, squash his feelings for you within him, and then wake up the next day and realize, like, oh, I miss her. I do have feelings for her. I need to talk to her. It's a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster. And it's got to be a roller coaster for him. I'm sure it's his life, but it's a roller coaster. It sounds like a roller coaster for you, and maybe it doesn't feel like it is, but it sounds like it is. And I need to. No, no, hun. You're not crazy at all. You're very sound of mind. He's not well. I see someone, and I feel within you, someone who's very right within her mind. With him, I'm feeling like, and I see it, that King of Cups reversed, that Ace of Pentacles reversed. He's not well in his mind. He's I don't want to call him crazy, but he's not sound of mind. I blocked him because I want to get off this ride. Yeah. You want to get off this roller coaster. I get you, girl. And I mean, I know you didn't ask for my opinion, but it sounds like you made the right choice. I normally don't recommend people block people. But the longer you guys continue to talk, and he doesn't come forth towards you in a solid way, and just the longer this is gonna just prolong, and who knows how long it's gonna take for him to heal and want to change. I think he wants to change, but until he really, really wants to change, he's gotta have a course of action. I'm sorry you're going through this, girl. But thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate you, as always. And I'm glad I brought you some clarity this evening. Thank you. Everything said about how he's feeling. I've been thinking I'm feeling him because I felt how he was feeling everything he said. I'm picking up like, yeah. Oh, that happens, girl. That happens. When there's a connection between two people, yeah, it's happened to me for sure. I pick up on their energies. You start to mirror the other person's energies or their feelings of instability or feelings of lack or whatever the case may be, you're an empath, and as empaths, that's just something that it's very hard to protect ourselves from sometimes, you know. And it's just not fair for you to continue going, being on that ride. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think you did the right thing there, girl. I really do. And you're a Cancer, and he's an Aquarius. That's the thing. I'm an Aquarius too, girl. And I know Aquarius dudes. And they can be very, very difficult, very, very difficult. And we Aquariuses have the highest levels of genius and the highest levels of crazy. And the men in general can just be very difficult to get to commit or make a solid romantic decision. And you're a Cancer, you're the Queen of Cups. You have that cup. You're ready, and he's dragging his feet, and yeah. Yeah. You're so welcome, love. You are so welcome. Much love and light to you, and good things, good things coming to you from here. You're gonna get the love you really deserve. You're the Queen of Cups. It's just how it is. King of Swords. He's not in touch with his certainly not in touch with his divine feminine. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's so important. It's hard enough for us to be in touch with our divine feminine as women, but it's important for us to be in touch with our divine masculine as well. And you are, like, putting your foot down like that, setting that boundary, like that's definitely like you being like, you have empathy, you have affection for him. That's your divine feminine. But your divine masculine was just like, no, like I deserve what I deserve, and I got to be assertive here. Whereas he's just dragging his feet. No need for that. All right, so if anybody would like a reading tonight, the list is currently open. I'm sorry I had to turn my little space heater on, because my hands just started getting really chilly Cocoa Puff, but that's okay. And my tea already got cold. You kidding me? All right, well, in that case, I'm going to run upstairs for 1 minute and put it in the microwave, and I'll be right back. But yeah, in the meantime, if anybody would like a reading, will this be posted? You mean this live stream? I don't take my live streams down. I keep them all up, so you can rewatch this if you need to. I don't know what time we started reading, but I believe it was about maybe 15-20 minutes ago. But yes, the live stream will still be on. I don't take it down. All right, and we are back. So yes, everybody, I am still doing my 2025 forecast readings. It consists of 24 cards, 2 for every month of the year upcoming. I also have special soulmate and past life soulmate confirmation readings. You can see if the object of your affections is really your soulmate, or a soulmate of yours, and past life readings, which illustrate, where I ask for spirit guides to illustrate the most pertinent life you've lived in the past in relation to where you're at right now. Hello, Wendy. Was that you who just made a donation? Thank you so much, girl. How are you doing? Hi, Julie. Yes, absolutely. Donations are still open. Yes. And if you made a donation, you would be right after Wendy. Good, productive day. Wonderful, wonderful. Today was all right. I've still got to get ready for my trip next week. I'm going to Mexico City with my family. So I'm looking forward to that. Wasn't feeling super well this morning. I had a bit of a headache, but thankfully it went away and I didn't have to take any medicine or anything. I wanted to ask, what major theme should I focus on in the coming months? Okay. I know. Mexico City is incredible. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what major themes should Wendy focus on in the coming months? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what major themes should Wendy focus on in the coming months? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what major themes should Wendy focus on in the next coming months? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what major themes should Wendy focus on in the next coming months? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what major themes should Wendy focus on in the next coming months? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what major themes should Wendy focus on in the next coming months? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what major themes should Wendy focus on in the next coming months? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what major themes should Wendy focus on in the next coming months? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what major themes should Wendy focus on in the next coming months? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what major themes should Wendy focus on over the next coming months? Thank you very, very much for your donation, Julie. Thank you. Let me go ahead and quickly add you here. Okay. Hopefully you're not getting sick. The weather has been weird. Oh, no, I'm not getting sick. No, I don't get sick. And I certainly won't be getting sick before I leave now. And the weather's actually been quite nice here. I think I just needed extra rest. I'm on my period. I'll just say it like it is. I'm on my period. That's what's going on. I don't feel too great there. Okay, we've got the Emperor, 8 of Wands reversed, 10 of Wands, the Chariot, and Ace of Wands. Okay. All right. So over the next coming months, they really want you to focus on your own self-sovereignty. And they are saying that that's not going to be easy. There are going to be some burdens and some challenges, I should say. Not so much burdens, but challenges. And possibly burdens that you want to overcome and need to overcome at this time, identifying those, because we've got both the Chariot and the Ace of Wands here. This is all about moving forward onto something new. The Ace of Wands is a brand new beginning. So I don't know if this is talking about work, like a new job, moving forward in your Chariot to a new place. It could be like actually moving for a new job. But I feel like it's more finding a new job. Focusing on, really, I think focusing on that, Wendy. Even with this Eight of Wands reversed, I don't know if you've been looking for other for other jobs, other places to work. But I'm definitely getting a message that the time is now to start making those changes. If you're not feeling, I think we talked about it, if you're not feeling fully aligned with your work, don't leave unless you have something, you have been looking, and you said you had a productive day today. That's what's up, girl. That's what's up. So you're on the right track. You worked on your portfolio today. Wonderful, wonderful. That's what's up. That's what's up. Because Spirit is saying, like, that over the next few months, like you've got the power, girl. Like, you, like, harness your self-sovereignty and all the power you have of your mind and your energies, and taking control, being the emperor of your life, being the one who dictates which direction it goes. And Spirit is saying that they know you want to move on. They know you want a new beginning, and they're saying that it's out there for you. It's out there for you. It is work, and I think that's what this Ten of Wands is it is work in and of itself. Yes, focus. And I don't know if you suffer from ADHD like I do or anything like that, but if you do, there's definitely resources to help you harness your focus, despite that, or even if you don't have ADHD but do have issues with focus, there are definitely tools that you can utilize. But that's another one too. And I feel, and Spirit's telling me that they're doing everything they can to give you have the motivation, you have the chutzpah. They're helping you with giving you all the focus that you need at this time. You have direction, you need to be in charge. Yeah, exactly. Like, and you're in charge of your direction, and I feel like you have direction too. And it's work, looking for new work is work in and of itself. And that's this Ten of Wands. I know that's this Ten of Wands here, but I'm loving this. I'm really loving this. Yeah, courage, that Emperor's courage there. Yeah, absolutely, because you should. You absolutely should have the courage. You have no, I'm telling you, girl, like, you have no reason to have any self-doubt in terms of going for what you want. I've been getting that from your spirit guides, because sometimes I'll hear from people's spirit guides, like, you got to learn a little, you got to study a little bit more, or you've got to do a little bit more of this, that, and the other. No, like, you got in here what you need to get what you want, to get the job you want, to get the position you want, to live the life you want overall, to attain that job that really fills all your cups. They're promising it's out there, and Just as long as you continue searching, that Eight of Wands reversed, you got this. Yes, that was well, thank you, love. Thank you. And it was a lovely reading to give. That's very good news. Very succinct and very promising. Really good stuff for the new year too. Yeah. Well, thank you so much again, love. Thank you, Miss Wendy. Much love and light to you. Well, glad to have brought you some good tidings there. It's very real. All right, Miss Julie. Thank you so much for being here. How's my man M feeling and thinking about me today? Thank you. You're very welcome. Miss Julie, first of all, just a couple questions. What is your sign? What is M's sign? Third question, I have a romance spread I do. I do their thoughts, feelings, and intentions towards you. Do you want me to do that, or do you just want me to ask what he's feeling and thinking about you today? You're an Aries and M is a Taurus, okay? And would you like me to do the romance spread? His feelings, or his feelings today. Okay, you got it. You got into a little dispute last week. Okay, and have you guys been in communication since then? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are M's current feelings towards Julie today? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are M's feelings towards Julie today? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how are M's feelings towards Julie today? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are M's feelings towards Julie today? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are M's feelings towards Julie today? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are M's feelings towards Julie today? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are M's feelings towards Julie today? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are M's feelings towards Julie today? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are M's feelings towards Julie today? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what are M's feelings towards Julie today? We've communicated, but not a lot. But it's not that bad. Okay. And he's your man, so you guys are dating, I'm assuming. You're in a relationship. 9 of Swords reversed. 6 of Cups reversed. 4 of Swords reversed. Knight of Swords. And Ace of Swords. Interesting. Because at first you wanted me to ask his thoughts and feelings. But then he just wanted feelings. And look at all these swords here. Swords are thoughts. Swords are the realm of the mind. So, is he feeling better? Yes, he is. With this 9 of Swords reversed, he's not as the little dispute that you guys got into last week did affect him. Well, I'm just saying thoughts and feelings did come out, ironically. But yeah, he is feeling better. To confirm, he is feeling better. He was a little upset about that. He messed up big time. Yeah. And he's not feeling as like, he was really worried. He was really, really anxious. So if the dispute was over something he did where he messed up, then that would explain why he was anxious. But I just hope he doesn't feel too bad about himself and do forgive him. And I do forgive him. Right. And that's lovely that you forgive him. Has he asked for forgiveness yet? So what I'm concerned with is that he'll mess up again. That's what I'm concerned with. Because I don't feel like he is thinking hard enough about this connection. About how it's gonna... He's thinking a lot about you. No doubt. With this Knight of Swords, you are on his mind a lot. A lot. but the communication is sparse. I see that with the Six of Cups reversed. But with this Four of Swords reversed, Four of Swords is taking a step back and really evaluating and meditating on one's behavior or one's situation. And I don't, he's not, it's self-reflection. He's not doing enough self-reflection. He hasn't thinking hard enough about what he messed up big time. I don't think so. I think he's thinking a lot about you. And he's definitely going to, communication is going to, and I think he is, I do believe he's going to ask for your forgiveness. I think he is going to say sorry with his Ace of Swords. And I do believe that communication is going to, it's going to improve. There will be more of it. When I say it's going to improve, because I just don't know. It's not that I feel like he's dishonest about feeling sorry. It's that I don't think he has the self-awareness or self-reflection to actually stop whatever he did to mess up. I'm afraid he's not coming up with a plan of action to not do that again in the future. Now, I like I said, I do think he's going to ask for your forgiveness. I do. And I do think that he is not lying. I do think he does feel sorry about what he did. But I'm just concerned that he's not going to learn his lesson. And he'll see this as, not immediately, but I feel, and I don't know how long the two of you have been together, but I feel like after some time's passed and the feelings and this has all washed over, he may mess up again because he never truly learned. He never truly, I don't want to say he's not taking this seriously, because I think he is, but not as seriously as he should. I think he knows that you would forgive him. That's the problem. I think he already knows that if he says sorry to you, he knows you're going to forgive him. And I hate to put it this way, but I feel like the only way for him to learn his lesson is for him to not get a taste of his own medicine, because you don't want to stoop to his level and do what he did. And I'm not encouraging you to do. I don't know what he did, but I'm not encouraging you to do that. I don't think that's healthy behavior. But I think he needs to realize that he can truly lose you. And I think that he knows you're a very forgiving, understanding person. And I fear that he feels, and I don't think he consciously feels this. I don't think he's aware that he feels this, but I think like subconsciously he feels that he can get away with certain things because you are very forgiving. And so and thank you for your donation, Deb. Thank you very, very much. So I don't know, I wish I had a better suggestion for you for him to learn his lesson. I honestly, I think the best thing would be to not easily forgive him. Like, only forgive him if he has like a solid plan of action and can tell you why he knows what he did was messed up and why he can't do it again, and just like everything that he can, that's at stake of being lost here, you know. He definitely, we've got all these swords in his court where he's, you know, things are on his, I don't want to say things are all on his terms, but he's drawing the lines when you need to draw lines too, you know. I'll give him a harder time when it comes for forgiveness. Yeah. Don't just immediately forgive him. Like, ask him, like, so why do you feel bad? Like, and how do you plan on changing? And like, do you know what the repercussions would be if you were to do this to me again? Like truly, like really, like be very, very assertive. I would really hone in on your divine masculine here and just be very assertive about where you stand. I'm still like giving him time for him to reflect on everything. Yeah, and he needs it. He needs it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Hopefully with that Four of Swords reverse, hopefully he is doing some, because he is reflecting. It's just he needs to focus on that inner reflection, you know. And hopefully he does get on that sooner than later. You're so welcome, Julie. Thank you, love. I appreciate you and wish you all the best. And for both of you, and you deserve the very best. And love and light to you. Thank you. Deb, thank you so much for your donation. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Deb, please come to the chat. It is your turn, girl. Thank you. Deb, please come to the chat. Thank you. What are RJ's intentions in still contacting me after the drama a few days ago? Okay. So he's still contacting you, right? He's still, yeah, I told you, girl. Yeah. It sounds just like my ex. It's so weird. Like, nothing happened. Denial. He's in his denial papoose. Good girl. That's what I did when I was in that situation. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are RJ's intentions in still contacting Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are RJ's intentions in still contacting Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are RJ's intentions in still contacting Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are RJ's intentions in still contacting Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are RJ's intentions in still contacting Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are RJ's intentions in still contacting Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are RJ's intentions in still contacting Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are RJ's intentions in still contacting Deb? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are RJ's intentions in still contacting Deb? He called again and said it was an accident. Oh, yeah, okay. That's cute. That's cute. So dumb. Queen of Cups reversed. Six of Wands reversed. Judgment. The World. And Queen of Swords. Okay. He's in la la land. He's crazy, girl. He's not our okay. Our idea of reality, Deb. But your ex didn't call the cops on. I had to call the cops on my ex. I had to call the cops on him because he tried to kill me. I didn't mention that part. But sorry, I'm not allowed to say that on YouTube. He tried to unalive me, girl. Like, he was threatening to unalive me. I had to lock myself in my friend's bathroom and call the cops on him. Like, it was like that. Like, he was, and he wouldn't have actually been a physical danger. He didn't have any, like, weapons on him or anything. And there was another man, like, I was with my best friend, rest in peace, and her boyfriend, and he was bigger than him. And the guy, yeah, no, it was scary. It was really scary. It was, and he does not live in the same reality that everyone else does. And that is what I'm hearing here is this man does not live, he's delusional. Delulu, he is delusional. Yes, absolutely. Oh yeah, totally. Absolutely. No, it was really, he was not well in the head, and this is why I'm like, just stay away from him. I don't want to see any, I'm not trying to like, and I've never told anyone that story on this live stream, like, but this is just, it's too many parallels here. I know they're not the same person, but okay, let's get into this. He feels that this is meant to be. He's got this idea that you guys are fated and supposed to be together. And that no matter what difficulties come between you, that you will forgive him and you guys will walk off into the sunset. That's what he thinks. That's insane. He's truly delusional. He's telling him, and it's his mind telling himself, psychologically he's telling himself this to make himself believe something that, and not feel like it's over, which I think in his heart of hearts he probably does know. With this Queen of Cups reversed and Six of Wands reversed, he knows that, like, I feel like he's acting like nothing has happened, but he knows he's not a complete moron, but he's delusional. He's super delusional, and he wants to with this Queen of Swords, it's like things are on his terms. And I feel like he wants to, he's going to try and promise you the sun, the moon, and the stars, and he can't offer it. He can't stand by it. And he wants to completely forget the past. Because the Queen of Swords reverse is very much cognizant and, like, if not just like stuck in the past. But he's completely ignoring it. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. And furthermore, with this World card, what I think I told you this last night, this is a cycle. He's always been this way with women. He's always been this way. And I don't know why he hasn't, like, recognized that this is problematic at this point, that he's the problem. But this is a cycle that's not coming to an end with the World. He's done this to other women in the past. He's screwed up on a date or whatever the case may have been, and girl essentially is just like, I'm done, and he acts like nothing happened because he feels like if he can go into delusion mode, then somebody else can as well. Like, his mind is all warped, and I just do not answer the phone. Do not entertain. Do not give him an ounce of your energy, of your time, of your good graces. Don't give him anything of yourself, because he's already so enamored with you. It's just going to get worse, and then I do worry about him really being like a true danger. So I really feel like you're dodging a bullet here. He said he's too nice and that's why women don't give him a chance. Oh, yeah, okay, that sounds familiar. You know, there was another young lady on my channel, I'm not going to name names, but she was dating a Pisces for a while, and it sounded a lot like this too. Like, he plays victim all the time. Oh, I'm nice. I'm a nice guy, and nice guys finish last, and that's why I've never had success in love. It's like, no, it's because you don't do any self-reflection, homie. I left him unblocked because I need to prove that he was the one pursuing me. Yeah, you know, it's a scary situation. Just don't answer the phone. Just don't answer the phone, okay? Don't give him any of your attention. And you've alerted your folks to this. I'm assuming you live. I don't know if you live with your family or not. But yeah, you've told your folks about this. You told your family about this. Um, let your friends know about this too. Um, yes, yeah. Yeah, yeah, in case you have to report him. Yeah. If you're approached by the authorities, you're all good. You haven't done anything wrong. You know, you won't, there's nothing you've done. Oh, they live hours away from you. Okay, okay. Yeah, just, but let your, you know, your dude friend is aware of this. You know, let all your friends know, you know, I'm 27 now. Well, good for you. I lived with my parents when I was 27. I think I did. I think I was, yeah, I think I, wait, no, not, I lived with my parents when I was 29, but anyway, I live in California, so it's, maybe you live in California too, I don't know, but it's a lot of people live with their parents for a long time here, so it wasn't like, I don't know why I made that assumption, but he lied the other day, who knows what he'll make up, yeah, yeah, and I saw the Seven of Swords when I was shuffling, girl. Thank you so much for your donation, Wendy. Thank you. Yeah, I saw the Seven of Swords when I was shuffling. Like, this guy does not have honest intentions. He's anyone who's delusional like that. Delusions are lies. Delusions are not truths. They are not real. Um, Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah. And it's always nice to have your own place, your own space, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, it's ideal. Um, yeah, just stay away from him, Deb, and keep tab. I mean, let your friends know, you know, and just don't give him any of your time. Hello, Earth Angel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Happy New Year to you. Thank you. You have a wonderful year too. Yeah, so he's plotting, or is he just done it? No, I don't think he's plotting. I think he's just I think he's so infatuated and so delulu that he believes that you're going to forget about things and move on. That Queen of Swords, you're just going to forget about the past. No, no. But that's what that's his intent here. Is he thinks that you're going to forgive him, okay? And he is sorely mistaken. Sorely mistaken. So you just stay away from him, okay, Deb? No, and I trust you. I just keep on repeating it because I care about you a lot, and I know that will protect you. If it was the other way around, I'm pretty sure he would have been angry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, this guy is prone to anger. That's why you need to just stay away from him. Like, he's got a really fragile, shitty ego. He's prone to anger. He's prone to lying, which I picked up immediately. I can't stress that enough. Like, yeah, stay away from him, okay, love? Stay away, okay? And if you ever need any advice on anything else, you know, um, I'm always here for you, and I understand what you went through, you know? Yeah, no, it was scary. It was scary. Yeah. I'm really glad you're safe and home now, and yeah, just no more energy to move. My holidays were lovely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, no, they were lovely. Miss Wendy, thank you so much for your donation, love. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. What is Chris's dating and relationship style? You're very welcome, sweetheart. Thank you, Deb. What is Chris's sign again? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is he a Leo? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is Chris's dating and relationship style? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is Chris's dating and relationship style? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is Chris's dating and relationship style? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is Chris's dating and relationship style? He's the guy at your work, right? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is Chris's dating and relationship style? I don't know, Chris. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is Chris's dating and relationship style? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is Chris's dating and relationship style? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is Chris's dating and relationship style? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is Chris's dating and relationship style? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is Chris's dating and relationship style? You feel like? Did you say you felt like he's a fire sign? Yeah, I feel like he's a Leo. I do too. I agree. For one card, how much? I don't do one card readings, Earth Angel. But if you wanted to do one, let's see, that would be, one sec. It would be $1.55 for just one card. I normally don't do it, but if you wanted to do that, we could. You feel like he's very fiery. Yeah, I get that too. Five of Cups. Yeah, Page of Wands for sure. 10 of Wands reversed. Ace of Wands reversed. And 3 of Swords reversed. Okay, the thing about Leos, and I've talked about this before, I think. I feel like I know that Leos do have a hard time committing. They love love and they love romance and they love sex. They love the opposite sex. If they're gay, they like the same. They like the gender they like. Okay, and I feel like his dating style is very. We don't have the Knight of Wands here, but we have the Page of Wands here. It's for 3 cards. 3 cards would be $5.55. Thank you so much. Page of Wands. I hate to say this. He's very driven. He's very sexually driven. Very, very sexually driven. I feel like he's been through. I don't know how old he is, but I feel like his earliest relationships definitely resulted in a lot of heartache, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's still someone who he considers is one that the one that got away. Like, one of my first serious boyfriends was a Leo. I've dated more Leos than any other sign, and yeah, he would even still talk about how, like, he was still totally not completely over someone hurting him, and that would hurt me too at the same time. Like, if you're not totally over something, at least, or someone, like, at least don't tell your current girlfriend about it. I don't know. So I feel like he's in a place now where he's very commitment. He's in his 30s. Okay. Yeah, sometimes they don't settle down ever, quite frankly. And I don't feel like he's looking to actually start a solid connection with this Ace of Wands reversed. He's not willing to get his heart broken again with this 3 of Swords reversed. And I feel like he has a very low threshold, possibly an inability to deal with relationships once they're past their, like, lavender haze beginnings. You know, when you guys are in love and everything's happy and carefree, and then about 6 months into the relationship, or maybe a year, you know, work needs to be put into the connection. He doesn't put the work in. I feel like he may have when he was much earlier, like much younger, and he felt like, I'm not going to get burned again. The honeymoon phase, lavender haze, honeymoon phase. Once that's over, I feel like he just moves on because he's afraid of putting in the work, because he's when he's put in the work in the past, it's resulted in heartache and loss. So that's his style. I get player energy from him. I do stand by the fact that I think he is incredibly, very much attracted to you. Um, but in terms of something long term, I don't think I know he's not looking for that. Which concerns me because I know you're on the fence about him because he's pursuing you, but you're still not sure how you feel. I'm afraid that he would enrapture you if you gave him more of a chance because Leos are good at that. Assuming he is a Leo, and I do think he is. Um, they'll shower you with so much affection and pull out the red carpet for you, and then you can get wrapped up in that. And it is a gay tarot deck. It is the Pride tarot deck. I don't know if you've heard of this one. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go any farther than just three. Yeah, yeah. I don't think so either because you don't want to get. I'm concerned about you getting your emotions involved here. Um, because if they do get involved and things go further, I don't see him. I don't see him being connected. He may change. He may turn a new leaf. You know, this could just have been his past because we did ask what his dating style was like or is like. Um, you know, he might be willing to turn a new leaf or ready to turn a new leaf. I'm not sure, but as it stands right now, that's what his past has typically looked like. Yeah. You're very welcome. Yeah, you're very welcome, Wendy. Yeah, just stick with flirting and yeah, no need to try and develop feelings for someone if you're not, you know, because then, I mean, there's always advantages to that. You know, having crushes on people is fun, but I just feel like there is kind of a risk here. He's a risky endeavor, or a risky pursuit, I should say. Okay, all right, Earth Angel, no problem. Well, I will be on again tomorrow, and yeah, actually tomorrow I will be on again. Tuesday I will not. I just realized, but I will be on again tomorrow. Okay. Um, yeah. Yeah. Yes, you too. You have a wonderful night, Miss Wendy. Thank you, love, and a wonderful rest of your week too. If I don't see you before then, because yeah, I'm going away on Wednesday. I am going to bring my deck and my iPad. I'll probably go live a few times, um, while I'm there. At least once, at least once or twice. Um, and yeah, I've got it. I've got to get ready for that trip. All right, so I've been on for just a little over 2 hours. So it is that time of night where I'm going to do a last call for any and all donations tonight. If you have a question that you need answered tonight, I would be more than happy to answer that for you. Otherwise, like I said, I will be on again tomorrow. And yeah, still offering the 2025 comprehensive readings. I'll probably be offering those. I said I'd be offering them until the 8th of this month. I'll be offering them probably maybe until even the end of this month, at least mid-month, 15th or so. Yeah. Oops. Last call, everybody. If you would like a reading tonight, now would be your time. Last call for any and all donations tonight. Otherwise, I will be on again tomorrow. Be sure to click that notification bell. That way you know when I come online, because I don't have a set time. I used to have a set time. I used to go on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 8. Now it's when I'm in my energies. But it's usually around 4 between 4 and 6 Pacific time. Earth Angel, did you want to make a donation, Liv? Got another, I'll wait another minute or so, minute and a half or so for any and all last donations. Last call, everybody. If you would like a reading tonight, let me know. Otherwise, I'll be on again tomorrow night. Probably a little earlier tomorrow, probably more around 4 or 5. Yeah. Last call, everybody. Thank you so much. Let me know if you would like a reading. Last call. Any and all donations tonight. All right, and with that, I am going to call it a very wonderful night. Thank you all so very much. Let's all have a wonderful week this week. Love and light to you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.